Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Video back on the Madden 17 with the next play in the single back tight slots formation that I'm bringing you guys completely free because the single back tight slots formation is free. But if you guys are interested in checking out the other formations, you're going to have to pay $15 to get premium access to Explicit, and then with that you get everyone's ebook, not only just this one, everyone's ebook free for the whole year of Madden 17. If you guys didn't see the other videos, definitely go check them out. But today we're going to be doing the drag cross ups. Now this is a great play for goal line. It's going to work at other times as well, but this is a great play for goal line. Like, I don't even guys understand how good this play is for goal line. What you got is two wheel routes, a drag route, and then this weird like hook route, an RB. Literally no adjustments are needed for this play. And just in case I can't get this to work correctly, even though I got it like over and over again, I just want to show you guys what it looks like whenever you hit the wheel route at the right time. You just look for the matchup, you just throw a high pass, and they're going to go up there and get it. And even though this year aggressive catching isn't as good, these wheel routes, they still come down with it a lot. So what you're basically doing is snapping the ball, looking at the drags. If you don't have a drag, you're going to be not necessarily forcing it, but giving it to the wheel routes. And if you don't like any of that, you get your RB. But you don't really need the RB. This is kind of like a weird play. You could it's pretty optional on what you like to do and what your receivers are able to do. Basically, your Y and your A receiver, well, your A is your tight end and your Y receiver is, I believe, your slot receiver. You want your Y receiver to be like your big boy, get up there, aggressive catch that, because he is going to be one of the guys that you might be possibly throwing an aggressive catch to, and if not, it's going to be A. Whichever is going to be easier to exploit, whichever side the cornerback is on is worse. And if you want, you could block your running back. I usually don't look for my running back on the goal line because I feel like I don't have enough time. But if you notice your opponent is playing a lot of sag D, especially in the goal line, then leave that RB route open because it takes a long time to develop, but it's almost always open if you have the time to develop. So what you're doing is you're snapping the ball, looking at your A and your B receiver, and if none of them are open or none of them look like they're going to be able to get a touchdown or the 2-point conversion, you're going to be throwing it up with a high pass to your Y and your A receiver. Now, I didn't throw it that time on purpose because I'm trying to show you guys what it looks like. So this time, really, the wheel routes are the most open. You see they're in between coverage. You'd high pass it by holding down L1 or LB, and then bullet passing it to your A or your Y receiver. You see there's a gap in between the coverages, so no one's going to be able to swat the ball out of their hands. Let's go ahead and run this play again and show you guys what I mean. We're going to snap the ball, gap in coverage over here on the A, throw it up, and Ertz is going to come down with it. Once again, you hold down LB or L1, and then your A or your X receiver to throw it to the right, and your Y is going to be L1 or LB, and your Y or triangle button. So we're going to block our running back, snap the ball, and this time we'll just hit the drag and try and rack it in. And of course we can't rack it in, man. You got to have fast receivers for that, obviously. The Eagles don't really have any quick receivers, I guess. Besides on the left side of the field, they're both pretty quick. Let's go ahead and snap this ball again. Man, I want to try and hit the drag route, but I usually don't hit the drag routes, man. I'm just the type of person that likes to throw it up and try and make them go get it. This time it's a 2-on-1. But to be honest, they come down with it so often in MUT, you really can. Even though it looks like they're not going to be able to get it, a lot of the times in MUT they're going to come down with it anyways. God, Ruben Randall is like the worst for this. I feel like I should maybe sub him out. But we're going to snap the ball. This time we're going to try Aguilar, and he's not going to come down. They're going to swat it out because that was pretty right on top of each other. But in MUT, believe it or not, they come down with it a lot more than you would expect. Throw it up to Zach Ertz, of course, the same animation. But you guys get the idea. They actually come down with it a lot more than you would expect. This time I'm going to let him break, and that was actually perfect, but Sam Bradford just sailed the ball way over his head. So this time we're actually going to hit the drag route and, of course, get nothing. God, I'm making this play look so bad, but it's actually really good, and I use it in the goal line all the time. This is 2-on-1, still throw it up. No one even plays it because that's what happens a lot of the time. They're going to come down with it. No one even tries to even play it, so we're going to let him run down in double coverage. Started to come down with it, and Josh Norman swats it out because Josh Norman is a very elite cornerback this year for some reason. Let's try hitting our Y. This bad throw. I'm sorry, that was a bad throw. But yeah, that's actually pretty much it for the play, guys. Now I know I'm kind of making the play look kind of dookie, but I promise you, in goal line situations, this play is so money, to be completely honest. And God, as they come out in goal line and destroy me. When they come out in goal line, though, it's really easy. All you got to do is bullet pass it to your wheel route just like that. And I know it's really scary to see, but they never actually play that. Anytime they come out in goal line, that's all you have to do is bullet pass it. As soon as you start to break, you bullet pass that, and you're going to come in and rack that every single time. And that's what this play looks like in the goal line. Let's try hit that A receiver again. And of course, not going to come down with it, but that's okay. Usually I like to wait. Either as soon as they cut, you're going to be hitting them. Like right there, you hit them. Or you hit them like when they're in the back of the end zone. Either one of the two. Now, here's another time that you notice that this play is going to be really effective. And that's if... Oh, single back tight slots. My bad. Because it's really hard to send heat this year, to be completely honest. Definitely the heat is really weird. So if your opponents are coming out in some blitzes like this, pinch buck zero. Now this is a perfect example. Now there are going to be other plays where it's also very successful against, and I'm going to get into that in a second. So all we want to do is block our running back, snap the ball, and go ahead and wait, and we're going to toss it up to our wide receiver. Now I guess this is actually kind of a bad example of a play. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at this. Pressed coverage is really where this play is really effective, and I don't think I can make them press coverage. Let me try. Sorry, I'm so bad at like knowing plays where it's guaranteed press coverage, but even like in press coverage where they leave one safety over the top, this play is really effective with the real routes. And if you guys don't know that, I'd actually be pretty surprised. Turn off auto flip. Why would I want that on? I already have that turned off. See, now me and D-Money got in a fight with that, whether I had it on or off. I have it turned off, but it still shows up, man. I'm making this video really long for no reason. Okay, so what you do is you snap the ball, and as soon as he breaks, you just lob it up to him, and if they got the speed, they're going to be able to beat them every single time and just destroy them. Even if they're a little bit slower, a lot of the times they're still going to be open. And this is even with one man over the top, you're still able to hit them because they never ever bump them when they break right there. So this is definitely one play touchdown capabilities. It doesn't matter where you are in the field. It just depends on the play that your opponent's running. If you notice if it's man coverage and only one man helping over the top, then you're probably going to be able to hit your wide receiver open. It's just, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but it gets open a lot. I do it in solo challenges a lot because a lot of the times, like, the computer is going to do plays like this. Whenever they blitz, they do a lot of man coverage blitzes. So this is really useful in solo challenges, and also people that just don't know how to send a blitz and they're just sending the house. Just block your running back, and you're going to be your wide receiver wide open over the top. That's going to be it for this video, guys. If you guys like it, definitely give it a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. It's going to be down in the description below. Don't forget to go ahead and give the $15 to get the rest of this ebook and the rest of Explicit's ebooks for the rest of Madden 17, man. And as always, guys, peace.